A lot of people affected by this fire, people directly affected and also those who have lived here their whole life, and they see a big portion of their downtown going up in flames. But again, the people who did live here and work in those buildings are certainly devastated. And News 13's Kelsey Riggs continues our live team coverage right now. Kelsey?
Bob, that's right. It's been an extremely emotional day here for everyone, as many of these business owners lost the restaurants and shops that they've built their lives trying to get these ready. And then upstairs, there were many apartments that were lost and people lost their homes. Now the entire community here in Georgetown has showed up to say that they'll be there to help them rebuild. The stories all start out differently.
About 5:20 this morning is when I smelled smoke.
I mean, it just was ablaze. It was just a huge orange. I mean, it just looked like it was just headed this way.
There was literally nothing left. It was all just ash and rumble.
But they come together on Front Street, where business owners, locals, and residents stood by in awe.
We walked back behind the Harbor Walk, and that's when we really saw, I mean, the boardwalk was burning, and, you know, they were shooting water from the river.
Callie Hessler and Katie Damon live just a block away from the fire and say for residents down the street, historic Georgetown is everything.
They didn't just work there, they lived there. It was where people had 24/7 residences, and I'm devastated for them.
Chris Knight worked at Buzz's Roost with some of the employees who lived right upstairs.
He was one of the first people I thought about whenever this fire happened, if he got out okay. And not only did he get out okay, but he actually helped other people who live around surrounding buildings get out.
Knight says from business owners to co-workers, the struggle now is figuring out just how they'll start over.
Right now, everything's scattered. Everyone's mind is in 1,000 different places right now, and there's no telling what we're all going to do.
It's the people. It's the people and the jobs. That's probably the hardest for me to, understand.
As the community looks towards the future, many say they'll never forget the fire on Front Street.
It's forever changed, and I don't. They talked about it's going to be up and running in 3 months, but it's never going to be the same when you come down here and look at it anymore. It's changed for forever.
As you can imagine, many of these people who lost their businesses and lost their homes, they've been out here all day, extremely emotional, and hard for them to really go on camera and just talk about it and wrap their head around what's happened. I spoke to one man earlier who lost his apartment, and he just looked at me kind of speechless and said, I really don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to start. And Bob, one thing I do want to mention is these buildings that were lost, there's still a lot of restaurants and businesses here that are still standing, and they have said they'll all come together and do whatever they can to help the businesses around here.
Well, that certainly sounds good. And I think also we can confirm that one guy did lose his dog. He had his dog out. He was taking the dog out of his apartment, but then he went to rescue a lady. That's right. And then when he was rescuing her, the dog ran back in and wasn't being able to save.
Right. So a sad story here. We're glad that everybody was safe, but obviously sad with the pets as well.
Yeah, and certainly sad to see all the devastation. Kelsey, thank you very much.